Hi guys, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2018. I hope you all enjoyed your E-Train free December, and I hope that extra time was valuable for you during the holidays as you spent time with your families. I just wanted to send out a quick video to you guys to start off the new year, to let you guys know I think we're making great progress with our training. We got a long way to go this year. We got some challenges coming up, but I just wanted to go over some training focuses that we're going to be emphasizing this year. And just a quick note, if you want to get your meal benefit next week, make sure to stay tuned because there is a quiz at the end of the video. So the first point I wanted to talk about, starting off the year, the blacklist has been wiped clean. So we had a lot of people fall behind chronically last year, to the point where even the thought of catching up was like super overwhelming. It was just like a lot. So this week, or this year, we're wiping it clean. So those of you who've been on the blacklist for a long time, you get a fresh start. So just make sure you're staying on top of, you're doing your E-Train every week. And this video is in lieu of E-Train this week. So watch this video and take the quiz in the link below. And you'll get your meal benefit next week. So one of the first training emphasis that I wanted to go over was about the text club. So I don't know if you guys know about this. I'm sure you've seen the little cards sitting on the tables in the dining room about the Mobivity Text Club. That's a way for us to communicate more directly with the guests. So how it works is if the guest texts the code to the number, so if the guest texts CFAMP to the number 411247, then they're entered into our text mailing list, and we can send text messages to them at any time to advertise different events, giveaways, marketing opportunities, and such. So we really want to be pushing that with the guests. It's a great way to bring more people into the restaurant and to establish those emotional connections on a more frequent basis. So an important note about that is that when someone signs up for the text club, they get a free sandwich right away. So the text auto responds to them and it sends them a link to a coupon that they can use. Now this coupon is temporary. It only lasts for 10 minutes. So you'll want to be able to walk the guests through how to redeem this. So it's going to take them through a list of steps. It's pretty much self-explanatory, but it's going to come to a point where they're going to press a button that should only be pressed when they're standing in front of the register. Then you're going to look at the screen and make sure that the timer is counting down. So you might see a screen that looks familiar, like the one that it's supposed to look like, but it could be a screenshot. So you want to make sure that you see numbers actually ticking downward, so that it's not a screenshot. The reason we want to do that is to make sure people aren't trying to use the coupon more than once and cheat us into giving them free food. So you want to be really careful when you're looking at those coupons. The second emphasis I wanted to go over was scripts. I know we've talked a lot about this, especially in December, but I just wanted to add an extra emphasis going into the new year with the scripts. So we kind of tweaked their scripts a little bit last month, just a little bit. We added Chick-fil-A 1 to our scripts. So Chick-fil-A 1 is another marketing opportunity very similar to the Text Club, where we're able to communicate with guests directly to their smartphone. And we can target guests within a certain radius, so that if we wanted to give out a free treat, we can just send it out and hopefully see people start coming in the restaurant right away. So the goal with pushing Chick-fil-A 1 so much is that we want to get people in the restaurant. It's not that we want more mobile orders. I mean, we do. Like, I understand that they're kind of a pain in the butt. We don't, like, that's not a huge market for us. Like, it's not about mobile orders, it's about getting people in the restaurant. So that's our goal with pushing Chick-fil-A 1 so much. So we've kind of tweaked the guests, we've kind of tweaked the script a little bit to include Chick-fil-A 1. So let's just go over the script, and just remember, every time you're taking an order, whether it's on front counter or in headset, you want to make sure to be upholding the core 4. I know we've talked a lot about this, but core 4, make eye contact, look the guest in the eye, share a smile, speak enthusiastically, and make a connection. So the core 4, That's essential to everything that we do in the way that we interact with guests. So make sure you're always upholding the core four. And we want to use elevated language or language of hospitality. So when someone approaches the register, you say, I can serve the next guest. You know, you don't say, I can help the next guest. You don't say, I can help the next person. You serve the next guest. We serve guests. We don't help people. We don't help customers. We don't just take orders. We serve guests. So that's a really important aspect of language of hospitality. Another famous one is what we're known for is saying my pleasure when someone says thank you. It's just a way that we set ourselves apart as Chick-fil-A. And so we want to make sure that we're saying that. We don't take trash, we clear trays when we're doing table touch-ins. When someone asks for a refill, we don't do refills, we refresh beverages. So these are all important aspects of elevated language that we have to keep in mind as we're taking orders and just serving guests in general. So just keep both of those in mind as we go through the script here. Uphold the core four, use elevated language. So when someone approaches the register, like I just said, you say, hi, welcome to Chick-fil-A. I can serve the next guest. And then the first thing you want to ask them when they get to the register is, will you be dining in or carrying out? You don't want to wait until the end of the order to clarify this because it messes up the bagging, the flow of the bagging. So we want to make sure that we're asking at the beginning of the order, are you dining in or carrying out? And then it's up to you where you throw in Chick-fil-A one. For me, I've found that it's better used at the end. So I know that the little cards that look like this on the registers, they have it as the second bullet point. But for me, I found it more helpful to ask about Chick-fil-A one at the end. So after you ask them if they're dining in or carrying out, you start, obviously they're gonna start ordering. While they're ordering, you wanna make sure you're asking clarifying questions. I know I talk with a lot of you about this, but clarifying questions, like if someone orders a number one, ask them, do you want lettuce, tomato, and cheese on that? I find asking that question is more helpful than asking, well, do you want regular or deluxe? Well, someone who's never been to a restaurant before, they don't even know what that distinction is. So to save time and to achieve more clarity, I found it's more helpful to ask, would you like lettuce, tomato, and cheese on that? If someone orders nuggets, ask them, would you like crispy or grilled nuggets? Ask them how many nuggets. Would you like 8-piece or 12-piece? If someone orders just generically the deluxe, you can ask them, do you want regular or spicy? Because some people are looking at the number 2 on the menu and they see that as the only deluxe option, so they might not know that it's available in the regular. So regular or spicy, 3-count or 4-count strip. Another really important one, in a meal or by itself. Someone might order the nuggets and assume that they're asking for the meal, but you bring them down for an entree and then they don't get the food that they're expecting. So those are all very important questions. So the point of all this is to communicate as clearly as possible with the guest, because when we do that, we're avoiding wasting food, we're creating a better experience for the guest, we're boosting our CEM scores. Those are all good things that we want to be focusing on at all times. So that's a huge part of order accuracy, is ask clarifying questions. When the guest finishes ordering, you're going to read the order back. And you want to read this back in detail because every detail matters to the guest, even down to sauces. So when you're reading the order back, don't read back the order number. If someone ordered a number 2, you're going to read the order back as spicy deluxe meal with fries and a Coke. And if they wanted sauces, mention the sauces as you're reading it back. And make sure to let them know the total after you finish reading it back. You're going to ask for then you're going to press tender, ask for their name, enter their table marker. And this is the part where I would normally ask them if they're going to be scanning their Chick-fil-A One app. I found it's most helpful in the flow of the conversation to ask it at this point, but you might find something different. So just be willing to experiment as to where you throw in the Chick-fil-A One piece, but if you wanted just a starting point, I usually do it after I tender and get their name and table marker. So if they say, no, I'm not using the Chick-fil-A One app, then you can say, okay, your order total is $7.23 after tax. But if they say, what's that? Then this is a great opportunity for you to talk a little bit about the app. You want to be able to do this quickly and clearly so that you're not wasting time and the guest doesn't feel like they're spending a lot of extra time at the register hearing about something they don't care about. So what I usually say is, well, it's our free app that you can download on your smartphone, and within 30 days of downloading it, you'll be sent a free treat. A lot of people have been confused about this aspect. Some people think you get a free sandwich right away. That's not actually true. I thought that was true for a while, but I just want to be clear. The guests get a free treat within 30 days of downloading the app. So you can throw that in there, and then you basically explain to them it's like a reward system. So if they scan the app, every transaction, they're collecting rewards points, and they can earn free treats as they build points. We're also going to use the app, like I mentioned before, to send out free treats for the point of getting people in the restaurant. So I also let people know we also send out free treats all the time just because. So it's a great deal for you. I recommend downloading it. So you can just make it a quick, succinct little speech. So here's our Chick-fil-A One app. It's free. You can download on your smartphone. You'll get a free you'll get a free treat within 30 days. You can use it to build rewards points every transaction to earn free food, and also we send out free treats all the time just because. So it's a great deal for you as a customer. And then before you finish taking the order, you want to do two more things. If they're dining in, you want to explain their table marker to them. So when you hand them their table marker, say, this is your table marker. This is how we'll find you when you sit down. Just set it on the edge of your table where we can see it, and we'll bring your food out to you. If they're a carryout guest, I want to make sure that everyone starts using hand motions. So motion over to the pickup sign. So say, if you wouldn't mind just going to wait under the pickup sign over there, we'll call your name when your food is ready. So make sure to give those clear instructions to the guests as they're leaving. And the final thing you say to the guests as they're leaving is some sort of fond farewell. So thank you for dining with us at Chick-fil-A today, or enjoy your meal, or something to that effect. You want to give a fond farewell to the guests. So that's the script. So, hi, I can serve the next guest. We'd be dining in or carrying out. Ask clarifying questions. Crispy or grilled, spicy or regular, 3-count or 4-count, in a meal or by itself. Read the order back. Include sauces, special instructions, and the order total. Tender, get the guest information, and then ask, will you be scanning your Chick-fil-A One app? And then explain the table marker to the guest or motion them to the carryout sign. And then give the guest a fond farewell. And through all of this, you want to uphold the core 4 and use elevated language. So that's pretty much what I wanted to cover in this video. I hope it's helpful for us as we start the new year. Just a quick note, you'll be seeing an email from Christine about this, but we're going to be doing a promotion called Mobile Mondays, where every guest who comes in and places a mobile order will get a free treat inside their bag. So Christine will have more instructions in an email about that, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I hope this is helpful for you guys. Don't forget to take the quiz so you can get your meal benefit, and good luck this week.